Hey, what's going on, guys? This is KNasty390 here. Welcome back to another Detroit Tigers franchise. As you can see on the screen, we won the World Series last year. This is episode number 21. We won back-to-back World Series. We've won 3 out of 5. We're going in the off-season, so let's get into it, boys. Hopefully we don't have too many tough decisions. Let's see, though. Retired players. One of our relievers retired. That actually is a blow. Ross Cup. He pitched really well for us this past year. Struggled with Seattle last couple years, but had a great year for us in 52 innings. So that is a blow. We are going to need another left-handed reliever. The Brock Star retired. Robbie Cano, he might be a Hall of Famer. Finished with 367 career home runs, 28 hits. Yeah, I bet they're going to give him a Hall of Fame in this. Career WAR of 76%. That's really good. Chapman retired. He didn't come into the league until he was like 25, 26, I want to say, so that might hurt him a little bit. DeGrom retired. He's not a Hall of Famer in this. He actually had I don't care about win-loss, because win-loss ratio is almost at 500. Miggy Cabrera, you can see we did very well. Look at what we got rid of him at the perfect time. He had a good year with us. He then kind of struggled. Actually, that was the first year we got rid of him. 2018 was nothing. 2019 gone, and then last 4 years literally was just collecting a paycheck. Hall of Famer, though, still. 474 career home runs, a 318 career average. I don't think there's anyone else. Maybe there's a free agent. We're not going to go through all of them. Miggy and Robinson Cano made it, so there you go. There's the 2 Hall of Famers. All right, let's go to contracts. We do not have anyone who is up. So, if you guys remember, there's our draft, by the way. We did not have any money to play with. However, people are going to start costing a little bit more money. Tabata, Elmore, Gomez. But we definitely want to re-sign Elmore. Unfortunately, we may only be able to keep him for 1 year. Last 3 years, he's been one of the best pitchers in baseball. He wants a $21 million deal for 5 years. I don't want to do that. A 1-year deal is for 8.7. I think what's probably going to be... We got to look at our budget real quick, see what we have for contracts coming up. Because if we pay him for 8.7 for 1 year, Fulmer, we might move this off season. What we can do is we could pay him 8.7 right now for 1 year, Elmore. If we want to lock him up, we're getting a little bit of a discount. I feel like a $21 million deal is relatively cheap. I feel like he might go up to 30 once he's a free agent. So that saves us $9 million for a few years down. We could do a 3-year deal that puts it at 19. But let's do a 1-year deal with them. A 1-year deal, like around $9 million. I think we're going to move Fulmer this offseason to help clear up some cap space. Or not cap space, just some budget. And we're paying him $30 million. He's not a $30 million player. Tabata had a bounce back year. I think he could have a really good year this year. I'm not paying him $10 million a year. We'll go to arbitration. I will put that at like 3.5. Let's see. Tino Gomez had a really solid. He's had a really solid career. 13 million. Okay, 3-year deal at 8.7. I'll do that. I will do that. That takes him till he's a free agent. He'll be 29. At that point, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's see here. Actually, we can get it to like 8. So 3-year, $8 million deal. Paul Sewald, we got in a trade. He's a right-handed reliever. I'll give him like a 2-year deal for $2.9 million a year. Sixto, I think we might move on from. We might keep him. We might move on from. He hasn't really performed yet. That being said, a 1 year. I'll put rotation, but you're a 1 year yet, like a $2 million deal, which I'm okay with. And Jabari Blash, I think we'll keep him if the price is right. Oh, $2 million. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm not sure he'll be our right fielder. That is a solid backup plan. And the rest of this, I don't think there's too much to really worry about. A 2-year deal. No, let's do 1 year, $970K. We can probably bring that. Now let's do 2 years, because that way he'll at least be locked up for an addition if he has a good year. I'll do that. McDonald, who pitched really well for us. He's a lefty, which we definitely need. A 2-year, again, roughly the same thing, like a $3.5 million deal. And I think that's it. So now I'm just going to skip the rest of this. You'll see the finished product right now. Alright guys, so really wasn't a whole lot left to do once we did all this. So let's basically sim it. I mean, I do want Rico Rios to get a shot in the bigs. I think he's ready. He's one of the top prospects in baseball. Let's see though. Gomez accepted that 3-year deal. Great. Quick. Alright, these are some young guys. Espinosa, one of our top prospects. Frederick Rios, Ken Amos. Alright, we're kind of waiting to see. We're just, oh, I guess he didn't show it, but he accepted it. So, Elmore did accept. So, we just have arbitration for Tabata and Jake Rogers, our backup catcher. He was wanting like $3 million a year. Or, yeah, 2.7 for a backup catcher. I'm going arbitration on that. Our catcher was actually currently negative. That's because of the pending offers on arbitration. So, let's take a look at the team and see where we're at. So, our starters, let's say Fulmer out. He's a 99 overall. But he doesn't play like it. A 3.5 ERA is not bad. He struggles in the playoffs, but for $31 million, that is more than the rest of our rotation combined. Or close to it. Between, like, we'll definitely move Salazar. That's another guy. Removing Salazar. So we got Elmore, Reyes, maybe Sixto, Ruben Bacon, Rio. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more starter. I mean, we could use like a young guy like Castro, who's 24, 77 77 overall. We could use someone like him. Stephen Yang still in the system, even though he hasn't really panned out. But we could maybe get a relatively decent starter for like $8-9 million if we trade Salazar and Fulmer. We need we have Sewald's a right-handed reliever. Jimenez is a guy who's just kind of like a system or an organizational reliever. You can call him up for a little bit, but I don't have too much faith in him. But then we do have McClure, Hernandez, McDonald, and Olivo. We need a lefty. We need one lefty. Catchers, we're all set. Rodrigo Cortez is a few years away, but maybe in a year actually, if he has a good year, he might be able to play. First base, we are stacked. I mean, we got Brendan McKay, who had a really good playoff. We have Peralta, who's one of the best hitters in baseball. We got Espinoza, who can who's a big league player right now. I'm trying to figure out what we could do with that. Unfortunately, I mean, we could move Peralta to third or right field. We could do that. And that opens up Espinoza for DH. We might do that. Second base, we got Tabata. Third base is Devers, so obviously we won't move him to third. Shortstop's Correa. Left field, Gomez. Malix is in right. Let's do that. We'll do that. So what we're going to do is change Peralta's position. So, because his second, I only will move this person to a secondary position if that is their actual position. For instance, Espinoza has no secondary position, so I'm not going to put him at right field. Even though he has like an arm for it, and Peralta doesn't, I'm going to just do what they have. So, he's an 89 overall as a first baseman. We are moving him to right field, because that is one of his secondary positions. We'll put secondary position as first base. Accept changes and proceed. I wonder what his overall is now. 86. The bat's still the same. So he's going to be our right fielder. That's fine. And that's going to open up the door for Espinoza. He's ready. The dude can hit. And he's going to be... He has a chance to be better than Peralta because he has more power. So we're going to call him up now. I'm going to have Boggs be in AAA because he's younger and has a better potential. So second, all set. Third is all set. Short. Left field is all set. Center field's all set. Right field's all set. And we can move Blash or we can keep him as a bench guy. I think that wouldn't be the worst thing to have him be a bench guy. So we really just need to get another starter because we're going to trade two of our older guys. And we need a left-handed reliever. That's all we need. How are coaches locked up for 10 years or more for everyone. So here we go. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to sign any free agents. There are a lot of pitchers. Look at this. Urias, an amazing career. I hope he can come back in real life. Hoffman, really solid, pitching in Colorado. J.P. Crawford at shortstop, really good player. Tyler Naquin. Aaron Judge, not much power from the guy. I mean, obviously he is good, but I mean, I'd expect 40 to 50 every year, not 30 to 40. Nick Senzel, one of the top prospects for the Reds organization, who's been a Red his whole career. Kyle Wright, a Brave prospect. Tyler O'Neill, who was a Mariner but then got traded to the Cardinals. And Jose De Leon, who's a Ray. He was a Dodger. He was in the What was the trade? I'm drawing a blank who the Dodgers got from the Tampa Bay Rays. I'll remember it probably when I'm done recording. Lewis Brinson. There's a lot of prospects. He was a Brewer prospect. He is now he's in the Yelich trade, so he is now a Marlin. So let's send thoughts and prayers to Lewis Brinson. But those don't really help us. So let's see if there's any left-handed relievers. Jacob Lindgren, maybe? He's pitched okay. Unfortunately, $4.6 million. We can't even afford it. So we're gonna have to do everything via trades. So I guess what we could do is let's see what we can get for Fulmer. No players found. The problem is we may not be able to do much because of his contract is so large. But we could get Garrett Cole and Vinny Carne. I like the closer, and we get a starter. Let's look at that. So Cole's in the final year of his deal. That is intriguing. He's basically the same. He's had the same run as Michael Fulmer. He is 4 years. $4 million cheaper, 3.5. But he has 1 year less year on his deal. So we get him for 1 year, then we can let him walk. We give him a qualifying offer. Unless he retires, I highly doubt he retires at 34. And we get a top-notch relieving prospect in Vinny Carne. I'd do that trade. We save money. We get a top pitching prospect in return, grants a reliever, and we have less. We still get a really good starter back. He's basically what Michael Fulmer has been the last couple of years. His career is a 3.31 ERA, 1.19, 1.19 WHIP, 3.48, and a 1.14 WHIP. So they're pretty much the same. There we go. Glad doing business with you. So we made a trade within the league, but not the same division. Now, Salazar. We don't need another starter because we have Cole, Elmore, Reyes, Bacon, and Rios. We can move Sixto still. Guy strikes people out, but he hasn't put it together yet. He's had a lot of innings. He's had over almost 320 innings to figure it out. He hasn't yet. So let's see what we can get for Salazar. Let's see if we can find a dominant left-handed reliever. Let's go look at closers. And we can take on, his contract's $14 million. We could take on an $11 million, $12 million contract. I thought that was Kimbrel for a second. It's Crable. So let's see. We're looking under closers first for a left-handed. And I want someone dominant. Like Claudio, he's a lot of money for an 81 overall. But no, I'm looking for 86 lowest. Oh, wow. This guy looks good. Unfortunately, he's right-handed. He hasn't even signed a contract yet. But so far, no left-handed. Edwin Diaz. But like I said, he's right-handed. Kimbrel. I think we've gone through all the teams that we have. So let's look under relievers. Davino. He hasn't signed his contract yet. He already has 4 years of service time, but we can come back to that. Ramirez is right-handed. You're right-handed. Shreve is left-handed, but he's only an 82. But we can come back to that. Maybe get something else. Luis Avalon is left-handed. Has pitched really well the last 2 years. We can maybe get a big-time prospect from the Cubs. If we can get a big-time prospect, I want not even this guy. Because he's 49 overall, he's 22. Cubs in real life don't have much of a farm system because they've called everyone else or they traded them. So, unless they have a starter, which I don't see one. So I'm going to pass on that. Let's keep looking. Archie Bradley's really freaking good, but he's right-handed. But maybe we could do this trade and then, find another left-hander. We get a... If I include Olivo, that gets the deal done. Who struggled for us in limited action. He's only 24, but we get Archie Bradley, a dominant reliever. And not... we can come back to that. We'll come back to that. There's not many lefties out there. AJ Minter? Struggled, though. Musgrove's right-handed. Davinsky's right-handed. Frankie Montas is right-handed. Birdie is right-handed. Yeah, there's not many. Andrew Miller, but... that's actually not the worst, is getting Andrew Miller, because he's been still very productive. And we can take the salary because we're still saving $7 million, but I do want more. I'm not just doing it for Andrew Miller. I want a prospect back. Unfortunately, they don't really have any studs. Unless I missed one under starters. They really don't. Now I'm good on that. I really am. I'm just... Trevor May's right-handed. Romero's left-handed. No, he hasn't signed his contract yet. He hasn't even pitched that great. Robbie Ross is left-handed. He's actually pitched halfway decent. Like, I'd do that, but I want to... Like I said, we need a prospect. No. He hasn't even signed his deal yet. That guy wasn't really too impressive. Oh, Lockett. That's impressive. Unfortunately, he's not signed his deal yet. The contract. Alright, so we're going to come back to the Red Sox. Jordan Lockett is the guy. Robbie Ross and Jordan Lockett. We get Danny Salzer. We get a top outfield and prospect. Now, we already do have a top outfield and prospect in Espinoza. But outfield, you have 3 of them. So, alright, before we move any further, we want to make sure our 40-man roster is all set. And Rios will be on it. And we still have Sixto, which I might wait till spring training to trade him and then just look at the top prospects to see if he'll have a ton of value. So maybe we can get one of the top 5 prospects in baseball for him. Like, I think we could. All right, that's good there. That's good. Carey is not eligible. Catcher, I don't think you're eligible. Nope. You're not going to be. First base, these guys aren't. Oh, he is, actually, but he's not going to get taken. And if he gets taken, I won't lose sleep because we got Boggs from higher on. And then we just called up Espinoza. And we can always move Peralta back to first base. Welker is ready to be a big leaguer. Colton Welker, he plays third, second, short, left, center, right. So I want him on the Major League roster just for that flexibility. These guys are all set. I might have to make a spot for Frederick Rios soon. I'll add him to the Major League roster now. We'll figure that out later. Espinoza, not ready, not eligible yet, excuse me. Yeah, I think Jabari Blash will move on from. I'll trade him right now just to save the money. Because we have other guys we can get. He actually has some value. We might be able to get... Whoa. I'll do that, probably, unless he has just... Hopefully he has something he's good at. He's 21. He's 49 overall, but he's an 8 potential. Well, let's see what else is out there. I'll do it if that's the case, but Blash is just going to be a, maybe Hernandez. Let's see. A starter, 8 potential. Oh, I'll do that. A left fielder and a reliever. Another starter. We can get a lot for him. Holy cow. I'm pleasantly shocked by that. I am very shocked by that. All right, let's go with that starter. Yeah. Pizarro. He has good stamina. His hits and Ks per nine, that's bad, but let him develop. He's also left-handed. For a utility, he was going to be our, what would you say, our 4th, 5th outfielder on the team. Yeah. All right, Scott Kinnery is an Angel. Drew Robinson is a Red. Campila is a Giant. Chance Sisco, all right, I'm trying to see some names that I'm familiar with. Jeff Hoffman is a Pirate. Stay in the National League. Judge is a Ray. Okay. 9 years, $175 million. Michael Fulmer, there's a trade. I thought he got traded again. What do you guys think how we did that trade? You think that was good? We save a year. We save $4 million. We get a year of free agency off. We lose that contract a year earlier, and we get a top closing prospect. Urias is a Yankee. Okay. So the Yankees lost Judge, but then got a starter back. Alfaro, man, look at the Rays spending money. Nice to see. The Yankees obviously are spending money. Naquin is a Cub. Kyle Wright's a Mariner. Brendan Rodgers is a Brewer. Lewis Brinson is an Astro. Nick Senzel's a Marlin. Alex Reyes is a Brave. These are some big-time prospects. Lamet is going to the Marlins. Luke Weaver is a Mariner. He was big on our Oakland franchise. We've already done that. Brian Goodwin is a Twin. There's a trade. Nolan Arenado and Conforto got traded. So 2 big names for Alec Ferreira, a 26-year-old first baseman, hit 35 home runs last year. Derek Fisher is a Philly. Albert Amaro is a Rocky. A lot of big names moving. J.P. Crawford's a national. 8 years, $208 million. Zapuki? He's going to my Red Sox. Granite is an A. David Dahl is an Indian. Let's do the Rule 5 draft. Tanner Hook, a Red Sox pitching prospect, is on it. We are going to just skip our selection. And we can then, I'll wait a little bit longer to do that Salazar trade, because I want to make sure that guy has signed his deal. Almias Diaz is a Ranger. Zach Wheeler, I've always been so high on him in real life, but when he was younger, but he hasn't put together. He had just signed a deal. Ender Enciarte got traded back to the Braves, from the Mets for Yelich, Bryce Wilson, and Lorenzo Rivera. So Yelich for Enciarte. Enciarte is one of the most underrated players in the bigs. Actually, I was thinking about doing, I wonder what you guys think about this. Meet me in the comments. Jeff Pryor is a Diamondback. Should I do like an all, and this would be like for current players in the MLB right now, like an all underrated team. That'd be kind of interesting. Oh my God, they sided with Tabata. He got $8 million. Damn it. They sided with Rogers on that deal, so there's $2 million. Strasburg is an Astro. All right, let's do that trade. So we're trading Salazar for Robbie Ross, and where was he? Is that center fielder Lockett? They can't do it because of money. I mean, if we take Jackie Pratt, is it because we don't have the money? Who doesn't have the money? Huh. Let's do this. Let's... this is weird. The money lined up, but it wouldn't work with the Red Sox. Will it not let us trade Salazar? Alright, I'm just hoping I can find a left-handed reliever in this. That's really what I'm looking for, and we can't. I guess we have to just find a guy who's left-handed. Josh Hader is. He's 98 overall, however. Alright, okay, so we just have to... So they don't have the money, but they can take on... We can take, like, something like that. We can get... Alright, let's see if we can find a guy who's not good making a lot of money on their team. That's not enough money. We did see Marco Hernandez. Alright, so... Wait, they want a center fielder. I'm not going to include Espinoza. I might include... I'm not sure we're going to be able to get him. Maybe. Really? That? This is really frustrating, I'm not going to lie. Alright, let's just go to the... Alright, we're going to make some moves now. So real quick, let's take a look at the top prospects. We have the #1 prospect in baseball, actually. Look at that. #1, Rico Rios. He's going to be in the major leagues, though. Lockett, I was trying to get from the Red Sox, is #4. There's a shortstop who looks pretty good, Marco Morales. Another shortstop, he's 24, though. He's a little older. Lorenzo Alonso. Oh, that guy can hit. Can't really field, though. We also have Espinoza's #9. What else do we have for the Tigers? We must have a couple relievers on that. Danny Glenn, that first base I'm not too high on, is 29. The closer we got in the Fulmer trade is 34. I guess that is it. So, let's try to make those trades now. So, let's try it. Man, Sixto has a ton of value. He's an 88 overall. It's because he's happy. I don't know. He just might be because a high overall and just doesn't put it together. So, let's go get... Maybe we can go to the Rays. I mean, not the Rays. The Royals. We can get Alonso, this catcher, and Arthur Thompson. Let's try that. Arthur Thompson and the catcher for Sixto Sanchez. That would really help our system out. I really gonna get annoyed if it says like, oh, budget. Oh, they do it. Look at that. We get 2 top 10 prospects, a catcher who can mash, can't field, but he has good durability. But that's all right, because right now our catchers, we're using Logan Ice and Jake Rogers. And we got some guys who could be players. But, I mean, he can't field. He's not good as a hitter. And he's the same age, but he has lower potential. And we also get a pitching prospect, Arthur Thompson, who's only 20, who could really develop into something. Boom. So that helps us a lot. So we have... No, I want Rios to find a spot. Let's... we still need that lefty reliever. But we can maybe trade someone else and then do a... let's do Salazar. Can we do anything for prospects now? No. Let's try that Red Sox trade. Maybe now that we have cleared up money, it will work. I don't think it will. Alright, we're going to have to... Let's just find a right fielder. I mean, a reliever who is... low 80, like 83. I'm going down on what I'm looking for. Or a guy who pitches really well. Like Wei Chung Wang. He struggled big time. Brian Flynn, $5.8 million. I mean, he did pitch for us. He didn't pitch great. But, I mean, we include Salazar. They didn't interest in the deal. So I want to get a prospect back. Jason McLeod would get the deal done. We can maybe get someone else better, but let's see what else they have for prospects. Duncan Allen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they want more. I might be able to... do we move on from Gomez? Who's a... they won't even do it. Damn it. Well, let's do this. Let's do this then. Espinoza, oh, he can hit. So we'll get him and McLeod. And we get a reliever for Salazar. So we get an A potential first baseman who we'll kind of see what happens. I'm not too high on him, but there's talent there. Unless there's a starter. Ooh. Never mind. Never mind. I'll get rid of... we can get this to work. So we get Brian Flynn, a lefty reliever, and we get this top prospect. What do they want? They have no needs? Well, I'll give you something. Roseburow's a pretty good player. That gets the deal done. Let's go. Now take a look at top prospects, boys. We got number 1. We have number 6. We have number 8. We have number 9. And we have number 10. We have 4 top 10 prospects in baseball. That's called building a system. I guess now, before we go any further, let's try to just... Before this video is going a little long, I do apologize. But we have... like, we could maybe move some of these guys in, like, our system. Like, these guys. Like, Raul Lopez, I'm not sure, or Castro. They're, like, solid... they're big league pitchers, but they're not, on our team, they're not. So, let's see what we can get for them. What's their value out there? Castro's a good amount of value. Could we get another prospect for him? I would love to get my hands on Morales. Just a couple years from now, maybe be Correa's replacement. I would love to try that. Or maybe a second baseman here. Has good power for his left. I'm kind of looking at what their statistics are. Like this third baseman, I wish that fielding was higher, but he can really hit. But we do have Devers. A 19-year-old starter. I'll take my chance on a 19-year-old starter from the Orioles. Where is he? No, he's 24. Where is this guy who's 19? Right here. Like, if I include... Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, should we press our luck? We include... Let's see. Like, we have so much starting pitching depth of just guys who are good, but I don't think they'll ever play for our team. I would include... I'll include Cortez, who's a good... I think this guy's going to be a good big league catcher. He could be a great big league catcher. Like, maybe this year, if not next year. And we get 2 legit prospects. All right, now I'm done with... We have the number 1, the number... 5, We have the number 8. We have the number 9, the number 10. We have 5 top 10 prospects. And then we have number 12. And then we have number 16. And then we also have number 29. We have one more. Where is he? Number 36. I think that's it. We are stacked, guys. All right, so let's just finish making this roster all set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yang, can be the long man. I'm going to call you up. Call you down. Alonso will put you in AAA. I think you're just he's pretty good, but let's just let him get a little bit better. Well, Logan Ice was fine for us last year. There's that. We might need okay, we got Schaefer can play a lot of positions and he can hit. Walker can play a bunch of positions as well. Christian, I'd rather have Rios actually in the big leagues than Stewart. Rios I like a little bit more than Stewart, who's not bad. So we'll send you down to AAA. I want Pena on the big league roster. He's the guy with the speed. So we have too many guys. Who do we have that we don't need? Oh, this starter, Michael Mendez, we can put him in AAA. And I guess we will send down... He is being sent down, but we'll send down Olivo, I guess, as well. We're going to call one guy down to AA. Alright, let's get the lineup all set. So there is Bacon, and there is Rios. No, not Flynn. Rios. There we go. So Cole, Elmore, Reyes, Bacon, Rios. There's our bullpen. 2 lefties, kind of 3 with Yang. I like that. AAA, he is a starter. Where's the guy with the C potential? Because I want to... There we go. Let's take a look at the lineup. Mount Smith, I want Peralta batting second. Correa, Devers. I almost want to put Espinoza. No, I'm going to leave him down. We're going to have a bunch of... Let's do this, actually. Let's do left, right, couple lefts, then rights, and then switch. That's fine. I have high hopes for Espinoza, guys. Like, I think he might be a 325 home run DH this year. No joke. All right. Other than that, that looks fine. Let's move these around. That looks fine. And last but not least, that looks fine. AAA. Oh, wow. We got a lot of guys down here. I want to make sure our best prospects are playing every day. I don't think any of these guys are B potential. You are, so you will play. I really don't care if you're out of position or not. As long as you're playing every day, it's the biggest thing. Well, I want the catcher playing catcher. That I do want. All right. And there's that. And last but not least, boom, boom. Actually, it doesn't matter. There's no DH. There's always a DH being used. And we can finish this up. I hope you guys enjoy this. I really like this team is so set up for the future and for now. The only thing I'm worried about is money, but we have the young guys which will help with that for the sake that we don't have to. We can move on from a guy. Like we can move on from Garrett Cole because we got all these pitching prospects coming. We can move on from maybe in a couple years from Devers, trade him for other stuff because we got this guy. Batista coming. We can move on from our catcher because we got Alonso coming. We can move on from Mallex Smith soon because we got Espinoza coming. So as you can see, we got so much pitching too. Like we got, oh man, this team is stacked. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Drop a like if you did. I'll talk to you later, boys. Take it easy. Peace.